The glowing rectangle of her phone was 16-year-old Lena's primary source of oxygen. It was an extension of her own nervous system, vibrating with every comment, demanding attention with every notification. Around her, the world was a dull, low-contrast backdrop, muted compared to the hyper-saturated perfection of her feed. Like her entire cohort, Lena existed in a state of suspended animation, perpetually waiting for validation. Her friends, Noah and Chloe, sat beside her during lunch, physically present but miles away, their faces bathed in blue light. Conversations were fragments of shared memes or updates on follower counts. Ask any of them about college, career, or even next week, and they would offer a vacant shrug. The future was an abstract concept, an unrendered loading screen in a game they hadn't bothered to download. Why plan for a decade when your current self-worth was calculated every 60 seconds? Lena's parents tried. They set limits, imposed consequences, and spoke of potential. But their words were just background noise, easily drowned out by the endless scroll. Her grades, once respectable, had plummeted. Her room was a functional charging station, a place to sleep until the next morning's first check-in. The anxiety was a constant companion. If she didn't post, if she didn't engage, she felt she might cease to exist. She was running on the high-octane fuel of digital affirmation, and the tank was perpetually empty. The trouble started, as it often does, with a direct message. Lena had posted a carefully curated photo, maximizing the soft sunset filter and an angle that made her look older. Within minutes, a user whose profile name suggested professional success and wealth, the producer, slid into her DMs. "Your look is cinematic. I'm a scout for a boutique agency. We're launching new talent. I think you could be huge. Interested in a portfolio shoot?" It was the golden ticket, the instant fame she had subconsciously yearned for. She ignored the warning bells, the blurry profile picture, the immediate demand for private contact details, the sudden leap from a casual compliment to a professional offer. The producer, whose real name was Daniel, was charismatic and seemed genuinely interested in her. He used flattery like a precision tool, chipping away at the teenage insecurity that fueled her addiction. He called her ambitious, stunning, and ready for the big leagues. No one in her actual life talked to her like that. Over the next few weeks, the communication intensified. Daniel leveraged her hunger for a quick escape from her mundane life. He hinted at money and luxurious trips. The requests began to turn manipulative. He needed a photo to show his boss of her standing alone in front of her house, then later asked for a meeting late at night to discuss a time-sensitive contract. Lena felt a cold knot of fear, but the temptation was too strong. She had to take the risk. She was already a character in this online narrative, and the plot demanded she continue. She agreed to meet him at a park pavilion on Friday at 10 p.m. What Daniel didn't know was that Lena's history teacher, Ms. Evans, had noticed the dark circles and the panic in Lena's eyes whenever she was asked about her homework. Ms. Evans had spoken with Lena's mother, voicing concerns about a sudden, deep withdrawal. Her mother, already worried, checked Lena's message history on a shared tablet and saw the increasingly coercive tone of the producer. She immediately contacted the local police department. The police, who had recently undergone specialized government-sponsored training in online exploitation and digital grooming tactics, took the report seriously. They understood the psychology behind the threat. Instead of arresting Lena or making a scene, they acted quietly. On Friday night, Lena walked toward the dimly lit pavilion, her phone clutched in her hand. Before she could even reach the meeting spot, a figure stepped out from the darkness. Not Daniel, but a plainclothes police officer. Simultaneously, a unit surrounded Daniel, who had just parked his car nearby. The officer introduced herself calmly and professionally, guiding a confused and terrified Lena to a patrol car where her tearful mother was waiting. Daniel was taken into custody. The aftermath wasn't instantaneous. There was a difficult period of digital detoxification, counseling, and genuine accountability. But the intervention by the government police had broken the harmful cycle. A social worker helped Lena enroll in a vocational program focused on graphic design, a skill she already possessed, just misdirected. She still used her phone, but now it was a tool for creation, not a gauge of self-worth. For the first time, looking away from the screen didn't feel like vanishing. It felt like stepping into a future she was finally building for herself, one brick at a time, in the real world.